And listen, we're talking about Carona Gymnastics. There are the little ones, ready to go. But wait just a second. There's a trampoline out here, all ready to go. So we were talking about Carona and the fact that it's, that we could do summer camps and don't have to have any experience whatsoever.
Yep,
right?
No experience whatsoever.
All right, Coach. So tell me about those who start to get really good.
So we do have our pre-competitive programs, and we start at 6 years old.
Okay.
So pretty young, but with gymnastics, it's just one of those sports where you can start really young.
Yes.
So we do our pre-competitive program, and then from our pre-competitive program, it just kind of keeps building on itself. And then we end up having 2 streams of gymnastics. So we have our invitational stream of gymnastics, which is for the athlete who loves the sport, is fairly talented, but doesn't want to commit a huge amount of time to it.
Right,
So
they don't want their life to be in.
Exactly,
Right?
so they still want to be able to do other sports and all that kind of thing, but they still want to have the joy of competing, being with their teammates. It's a year-long program. They are doing quite a bit, just not as much as our provincial stream program, which is more of that's their sole sport.
Yeah.
They're doing 16 plus hours a week. And they're competing provincially, so they do 3 qualifiers throughout the year to try to make it.
There's a proud history of Carona, right? How many years now?
We're actually coming up on our 40th anniversary this October.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
and so several major competitive athletes coming out of there, going to university programs in the States, going to provincials to nationals. Right?
Yeah, we've had quite a few scholarship athletes. We've had a number of provincial champions over the year. We had 2 provincial champions this year. And one of our male athletes was actually national champion this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've had a really great year.
And he's still too young for the Olympics.
He's still too young for the Olympics. He's on that track, though. So we're hoping down the road we'll see him there.
A Carona athlete at the Olympics is always a good thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's jump out of the way for the kid. I know you're dying to jump. So you guys could just start and then we'll talk. So
for sure.
What are we looking at here, and what kind of things are you learning when you're jumping off that trampoline?
So this is our mini trampoline. So they're just learning their basic jumps right now. So they're doing their straight jumps. A mini trampoline is a tool that we use to help them learn 2 bigger skills.
So what are you trying to do here?
So right now they're learning how to stretch their body and get as much height as possible without losing that nice body line.
Okay.
So they're trying to keep tight as possible, watch their landings, that kind of thing. So when we use this kind of thing, we can do a lot more repetition as opposed to just doing it on the floor.
Sounds good.
Because this is not as hard as our joints and all that kind of great stuff.
That looks awesome. And so you can see that they're, even in this simple move, controlling exactly how your body moves is actually a challenge.
Yeah, and that's the big thing about gymnastics. This is a part of the reason why we train so much, is it is a full body sport and you're using all of your muscles. It's not just arms, it's not just legs for a jump. When you push off your legs, you've got to kind of engage that core, engage your arms and all that kind of stuff so you can stay in control throughout the whole movement.
So we're now seeing them move to a more advanced body movement in the air?
Yeah, so we like to call these shape jumps. So they're doing different shapes. Right now we're doing straddles and pikes and tucks.
Whoa!
Mickey just, this is a front tuck. So as you see before, they're doing their shape jumps, but we use these shape jumps to progress to things like what Mickey just did on his front tuck.
And how is that? Just by understanding how your body's going to react in the air?
Exactly. So before we did our straight jump, so that's your set position. So that's what you're going to use to get your height before you add the higher skills. And then you would do like a shape jump, like a tuck, and then
for anyone who hasn't been in the gym, and let's say, obviously it's your child, so you're going to be concerned about safety, okay?
Yes.
Now the gym, if you've been in there are several safety measures taken, right?
Yes, yeah, the gym is definitely, safety is our number one. All of our coaches are nationally certified coaches, and all of our, she missed you completely.
Struck me hanging, I can't
But all of our equipment is very specific. We have very specific regulations of what they can land on and how much they can do and all that kind of great stuff.
Yeah, and you know, my little guy's favorite is the foam pit, of course.
Yes.
So you can try anything, really, almost anything anyway, and very, very, very little risk. Now, any sport's going to come with risk, but that's part of being a kid. Look at that, that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Part of being a kid, and they love it.
Yeah.
It's got that thrill factor, so.
Well, that's the other thing, you know, the faster you learn to go upside down in the air, you know, the more natural that will come, and you'll be able to do all sorts of different things in your life that you wouldn't be able to do. Like, if you know, you think to yourself, if I knew then what I know now, I would go back and do this. Well, let your kid do it.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And a lot of our athletes go on to other sports because it's transferable into a lot of things because you get that great body awareness.
How do I get a hold of Carona Gymnastics as we go to break?
You can look at us online at caronagym.ca, and that's where all our contact information will be, and we have online registration on there as well.
So cool. If you think you're Little one would enjoy it. Summer camps at Carona. We're back with more on CTV Morning Live after this. Nice job, man. Nice job.
Awesome.